Here the cells, they are we can observe they are maybe single celled animals like protozoans. Okay, protozoans, example amoeba. Okay, in amoeba only single cell is there, that only that single cell they perform all functions. Means here only one cell is there. Now in the multicellular means many cells they contain. Here we can Porifera, example phylum Porifera. In Porifera, example that is sponges. In sponges they contain multicells, means here only cells are there. Okay, no tissues are formed. What is tissues? Tissues means a group of cells which perform similar function. But here in this some animals only cells are present. They are single celled, they are protozoans, amoeba. Okay, in multicellular they are in Porifera, that are sponges. In them the cells are only cells are present, no tissues are developed. But from the Cnidarians, okay, from the Cnidarians to till vertebrates, the tissues are developed. Okay, from the Cnidarians to vertebrates, the tissues are developed. Here the tissues are, there are four types. Four types of tissues are there. What are they? Epithelial tissues, okay, next connective tissues, next muscular tissues, next nervous tissues. Means based on their functions they are divided into four types of cells. Here epithelial tissues, mostly they help in the covering the outer layers. Okay, covering the outer layers. Next connective tissues. Connective tissue, what they will do? They bind the different tissues. They bind the other tissues. If two tissues are there, they are connected with the help of connective tissues. Okay, and next muscular tissues. These help in the movement of animals. These are the muscular tissues. They contain actin and myosin proteins. With the help of that, they help in the movement of animals. Next, nervous tissues. Nervous tissues, they contain neurons. They contain neurons. Okay, neural cells. They help in the sense the stimuli and transmit the impulses. Okay, means they send the messages from brain to all other parts of the body. These are the four types of tissues. Okay, here now we discuss about the levels of organization. levels of organization means the how the development is done. Here first there are 5 types. There are 5 types of organization. First one is cellular grade, cellular level. Okay, means in this only cells are present, no tissues are developed. Cellular level, like it is also called as a protoplasmic level. Example, protozoans, amoeba. We know that in amoeba only single cell is present. Okay, that is the protoplasmic level. Next, in the cellular level, they contain multicells. Okay, they contain, here only single cells are present, but in the cellular level they contain multicells. Example, porifera. In sponges they contain cells. Okay, here they contain 2 layers. They contain 2 layers. What are they? Pinacocytes. They contain 2 layers of cells are present. They are pinacocytes, that is the outer layer, and choanocytes. They are inner cells. Okay, means in sponges they contain 2 layers. They are made up of pinacocytes outer side, and inner side they contain choanocytes. Okay, next level is the tissue level. In tissue level, already we know that what is tissue. Tissues are the group of cells which perform similar function, same function, they are called as tissues. Okay, in tissues, tissue level grade is started from the cnidarians. Example, hydra. In hydra we can see the tissue grade level. Here mainly 3 key transitions are there. Means in the evolution, okay, in the animal evolution the key transitions are there. What are they? First, tissue formation. It is the first transition, first key transition. In evolution of animals body. Okay, and next diploblastic. Means it is the second key transition. Here diploblastic means from here they contain 2 layers, double layers. Okay, what are they? Ectoderm and endoderm. And next, here it contains some body cavity. Or it is also called as coelom. Okay, what is body cavity? Body cavity, that space between the alimentary canal and the inner layer of layer is called, the space between that is called as body cavity or coelom. That it is the third third transition in the evolution of animal body. Okay, here in tissue grade level we can see these characters, means these characters are developed from this tissue grade level in the cnidarians. Next, what are the third one is the organ level. Organ level means the tissues are developed into organs, that is the organ level. Here we can see this in the platyhelminths. These are called flatworms. These are the parasites. So in them the organ systems are not developed, only organs are developed. Means they suck the food from the host. It is the organ level. And next, organ system level. Organ system level. Organ system levels we can see from the nematodes to till vertebrates. Okay, from the organs, this organ system level we can see from the nematodes to vertebrates. Means in them the organ systems are developed, different digestive system, circulatory system, different types of systems are developed in the from the nematodes to vertebrates. Okay. In that in the organ systems, here the animals, some systems are various from one to other phylums. Okay, if we take the digestive system, in that the alimentary canal, what is alimentary canal? From the mouth to the starting point, from mouth to anus, that is called as a alimentary canal. This alimentary canal in the platyhelminths, okay, in platyhelminths they contain only single opening, only one opening. So means that they does not contain the anus, only they contain only mouth, only one pore they contain, one opening. So that one opening is perform both the function, okay, like mouth and anus. Okay, in the platyhelminths only one pore is present, one opening is present. So in them that is called as incomplete gut. What is that? That is called incomplete gut. But in the from the nematodes to vertebrates, they contain two openings. They are mouth and anus. Both openings are present. So that is called complete gut. In incomplete gut, only one opening is present. Example, platyhelminths. From nematodes to vertebrates, they contain two openings. They are mouth and anus. Okay. Next, if we take the circulatory system. Here there are two types of systems are there, open type and closed type. Okay. Here open type means they does not contain any blood tubes. Okay. Here the blood flows through the open spaces in the body. Okay. Here the blood flows through the open spaces. In the closed type, they contain blood vessels. Okay. Here in the closed type, they contain blood vessels like what are they? Arteries, veins and capillaries. Okay. Here they contain, in the closed type, they contain particularly tubes are present, blood vessels, they are arteries, veins and capillaries. Here these are the special characters of systems. Okay. Now here in the, if we see the diploblastic animals, diplo means they contain two layers. Two layers they contain. They are ectoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm, they are developed into epidermis, outer layer, and endoderm, it is the inner layer. It is also called as gastrodermis. Means that endoderm is cover the gastro, means alimentary canal. So that is the gastrodermis, that is the inner layer. Okay. Here if we see the layers, here in between the two layers they contain mesoglea. Okay, they contain mesoglea. Only cells are present in the between them. Here it is the ectoderm, it is the mesoglea, and it is the endoderm. Okay. Now in the triploblastic animals, in the triploblastic means here they contain three layers. Triplo means three layers. They are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Okay. We can see this triploblastic in the platyhelminths. These diploblastic we can see in the cnidarians. Like the hydra. In hydra we can see the double layers. In that from platyhelminths to vertebrates, they contain triple layers. They are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Here it is the ectoderm and this second one is the mesoderm and in the inner layer it is called as endoderm. Means we can see triple layers in the triploblastics that is present in the platyhelminths to vertebrates. Okay.